Yo, what's up everyone? This is Colin from the Attack Action Podcast, here to do a little sealed deck building. Got 6 packs of Tales of Aria. Gonna crack them open, see what we get, and throw together a sealed deck, which we will be playing a couple games with in the next week or so. So let's see what we got here. So I'm definitely not the best sealed deck builder or player. Still learning really how to do that better, but learn from my mistakes and work with me. Tell me if you think I've done anything weird. But first thing I always like to do is just organize everything. Basically break out all my elements, my class cards, my equipment, and see what we got. So far, a couple more Guardian cards. Inspired Lightning, I always like that. It seems, in this set, and I've said it before, that you really have a pretty equal amount of class and element cards. So kind of my old strategy of just seeing whatever I had the most of and going with that doesn't really work, and to be honest didn't really work before either. Turn Timber, that's pretty good. Coat of Frost. So really a bit more nuance when trying to build in this new set. You're looking at, I think the element cards really kind of help define what's going to be best for you, because in order to get the most out of your class cards, often you'll need to be fusing, and to get the most out of your hero, you need a certain amount of cards. For Briar, definitely looking for non-attack actions. You want a good amount of those. Something like Sting of Sorcery is not too bad. Majestic, non-attack action. In Lexi, still trying to figure that one out. It seems like actually don't need a ton of arrows, but you need a lot of good ice and lightning cards. Thump, always good. If we get a Cracker Jacks, that really usually kind of pull me into thinking about Guardian. Bramble Sparks, you definitely need several of those, I think, for a good Briar deck. So looking pretty even. You got definitely more Guardian cards than anything else right now. Twine Lightning, I think, is my favorite neutral elemental card. Still not sure what to call those. I guess these are elemental and these are essence cards. I don't know. Red Electrify, sweet. Red Earthlord Surge, also sweet. Red Icequake, it's my second Sigil of Suffering. It's a yellow, pretty good. Frazzle, Mark of Lightning, that's fun. If we got any of those cards that deal extra damage, like Ball of Lightning or some of the arrows, definitely can do some interesting stuff there. Yellow Overflex, another Inspire Lightning red. Oh, that's a cold foil Mark of Lightning. That's fun. I didn't even notice that. Hell yeah. Yeah, so far, not seeing anything that's really leading me one way or the other yet. Just keep organizing, and then we'll break everything down and see where we're at. Ooh, Flash Freeze, nice. Elemental action. If it was Flash Freeze was fused with an ice card, attacks you control this turn gain. When you attack with this, it gains Dominate unless the defending hero pays 2 resources. If Flash Freeze was fused with a lightning card, attacks you control this gain. If this hits a hero, deal 3 damage. There we go. Now we're talking. That plus Mark of Lightning Maybe a ball lightning. I don't know. Some fun stuff going on. Merging avalanche. Another bramble spark. Ooh, yellow thump. Flake out and a red vela flash. Pretty good. We got 4 equipment and an amulet so far. That's been the interesting thing in Sealed, is sometimes you get amulets and sometimes you get equipment, and not all the amulets are created equal. Lightning surge, nice. Got a red ball lightning there too. Ooh, a red Bolton shot. Now that's a favorite of mine. That plus an overflex. You can do some fun stuff there. And we got a Cracker Jacks. Okay. Well, been nice to get some boots, but that's okay. Another yellow thump. Mechanic Shockwave. Another Glacial Footsteps. Chilling Ice Vein. And our token. Okay. Well, looking interesting for sure. Let's start off and look at just our basic elemental cards and see what we got there. Like I said, Entwined Lightning is one of my favorite ones. I think Invigorate is fine in Briar, but I don't tend to run it in much else. We do have this cool Flash Freeze card, which is an action, non-attack action, which can be very good in Briar. These 2 Entwined Lightnings, which are cool. I don't really like Entwined Ice or Entwined Earth, but I did just get smashed by Entwined Ice the other day, so, you know, it serves a purpose, I think. It's just not my favorite card. Definitely interested that we have these 3 non-attack actions. This red Entwined Lightning is also pretty good. What's this one? So it does gains dominate unless they pay, and does if it hits, deals damage. That plus ball lightning electrify could be real interesting. Too bad I didn't get any lightning presses, because that would be pretty cool. Alright, check out our earth stack. Break these up into colors. Break ground is like fine. Not super exciting. Got a lot of evergreens. Interesting, I got 2 Earthlore Surges. Evergreen is like okay. I think it's a strong attack, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't really successfully triggered its ability of going to the bottom of the deck in Sealed yet. 2 Earthlore Surges are good. If we're looking at non-attack actions for Briar, we got 3 more, plus our 3 here, so 6, so on our way to a good amount of those. Otherwise, not a lot of Earth cards. We only got the 8. Let's check out Lightning, Blue Electrify, Red Lightning Surge, Red Ball Lightning, Red Electrify, Heaven's Claws, Blue Lightning Surge, Red Heaven's Claws. Wow, only blues and reds, but some really good reds here. I'm a big fan of Heaven's Claws as a card. The art, I'm okay on. It looks good in foil, though. The Lightnings always looks good in foil. These are definitely intriguing. Plus my Mark of Lightning, plus this Flash Freeze. But the Flash Freeze on hit. Yeah, the on hit, on damage stuff gets a little confusing and makes sequencing your turns a little bit harder, but definitely allows for some cool combos to come out. Let's check our ice now. Winter's Bite, Chill to the Bone, Red Ice Quake. There's our blue Amulet of Ice, blue Polar Blast, Winter's Grasp, Great blocks for 3, another Chill to the Bone, another Winter's Grasp, another Ice Quake, and another Winter's Bite. So honestly pretty slim on our essence cards. I think I got more elemental cards than usual, which is a bit of a bummer. I think the essence cards are a bit stronger and more interesting to play, but we definitely have some interesting stuff here. If we went into Lexi or Oldhim, so you have 5. You have the most ice cards, which is interesting. Not sure. I don't have great equipment for Oldhim. Let's check out his class cards. I feel like I got a big stack here, which is, I don't know, fortunate, unfortunate. I do have several thumps, which does allow me to set up a late game dominate with my Cracker Jacks, which is pretty good. Not a lot of red cards, which I guess is okay. Glacial Footsteps is always good, especially if ice is my most predominant essence. Turn Timber red, pretty good. Strength of Sequoia, Embolden. Oh, there we go. We have a red Glacial Footsteps. That's pretty good. The thumps plus 2 Glacial Footsteps. That's interesting. Then I can run Coat of Frost, Cracker Jacks, and I guess Plume, which isn't the most interesting, but I could get an Earth card back, which could be useful. Definitely can set up a late game dominate with this Oldhim pool. Very curious. These Winter's Grasp are good. They block for 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 blues. If I look at my 12. Like 14 blues. I think that's definitely enough blues for Oldhim. Very, very interesting. Didn't seem like the best Oldhim pool, but it might be good. Let's see. Let's check out Lexi here. Did have a couple of cool cards pulled there. Bolton Shot definitely can be very good. Pair that up with Overflex. Several games I've done Overflex, but then used Lexi's ability to play Bolton Shot into Arsenal, give it Dominate, come in for like 7 or 8, and then if it hits, or if its power's greater than its base, gets go again. If it hits, reload. Definitely didn't need the reload, but really nice combo there. You follow that up with something after dominating it, and you can really finish out a game. Blue Bolton Shot. A lot of red arrows. That is interesting. Let's see. Let's look at our lightning. So mostly lightning arrows. Which is unfortunate given how many ice arrows or ice cards we have, but we have a good amount of lightning. The lightning arrows, I'm like pretty good. But I feel like I never get the fuse off, and if I do, it doesn't actually matter, because it's a lot of like whenever an attack hits this turn, and if I'm lucky, I'm going like 2 wide and sealed. So I don't know. Only 1 overflex, which is a bummer. We did have. Do we have any other buffs? We had an ice quake, 2 ice quakes. That is it. Very interesting. 10 red arrows. Okay, well. Lastly, let's check out old Briar here. Mechanic Shockwave, Vela Flash, Bramble Spark. Another Bramble Spark. Stir the Wildwood, I feel like, is just a good card. It does a lot of work, I think. It's usually easy enough to fuse it or get the arcane damage off. So I don't think I've ever done both of the pumps, but to get one of them, it makes it pretty flexible, I think, and sealed. Good amount of reds over here. Interesting. We got lightnings, earth, lightning, earth, lightning. Okay, let's look at non-attack actions. Got those, but they don't go against, so that's always hard. Bramble Spark is definitely an MVP non-attack action. Sting of Sorcery is going to be pretty useful if we go that route. But otherwise, we got 5 there. What other non-attacks? We need Lightning, Electrify, and Electrify. Earthlore Surge, so tomorrow, Earthlore Surge. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 here. 10, and then if we look at our elemental cards, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I think you really are looking for like 50-50 non-attack actions in a Briar Sealed pool. So the lightning on Flash Freeze, if it hits, it'll deal 3 damage. So that can definitely work with the Ball Lightning play and Mark of... No, not really Mark of Lightning, but... This is interesting. I definitely don't feel like I see the strongest endgame here. I mean, if we look at what does arcane damage, we got 2 red inspires, so that's 6 arcane, which is pretty good. 2 arcanic shockwaves, 2 more arcane. Sting of Sorcery, if we can set up like a pretty wide turn, would need to make sure we have go again. And I don't have a lot of ways of doing that, other than trying to make an embodiment of lightning token. Let's see what else we have as far as arcane damage. We have our sigils, Singeing Steel Blade, 2 Bramble Sparks. Let's see. And 10 cards that deal arcane damage. These deal 3 each. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7s for all attack action cards, so that could be for like 1 or 2 or 3 if I can manage it. Probably going to be for 2. If anything, it's a go again non-attack action I can use to get Embodiment of Lightning. Oh, that's interesting. That's what you do. Okay. Play that. Play Bramble Spark. Get Embodiment of Earth. Attack with something. And then attack with something else. I mean, if I could do that with Ball Lightning. There we go. Now we're talking about an end game. That with Ball Lightning, if it would deal damage, deal that much damage plus 1. So then we're coming in for 2 separate sources of Arcane. And they're getting pumped by 1. And then I have... Oh, but you don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, okay. Play Sting of Sorcery, Ball Lightning, it has go again. Bramble Spark, it's our second non-attack action. Then we get the embodiment. Then we do something else with gets go again, and then you attack again. I mean, if you can manage that, that's like 3 arcane damage and 4 arcane damage. I mean, you could do a lot there. That's really interesting. I'm intrigued now. If I go Briar, can't run that. Probably run the Mark of Lightning and the Plume. Very, very interesting. Okay. Let's look one more time. I think Oldhim was our other good option. I mean, it seems pretty good and like perhaps a little more straightforward. If I can get like Earthlore Surges with my thumps. I get Dominate at least twice pretty easily before my end game. And then, you know, depending on what I pull early, I could pitch Glacial Footsteps and then try to do like, you know, 10 Dominate. Not quite sure. Let me know in the chat what you think I should do. But I think I've got good ice cards. Yeah, I think I might go Oldhim. I'm intrigued by the Briar pool here, but I don't know. If I run Briar, I got this Entwined Lightning, it's also good. Running out of time here. Got 6 minutes to make a choice and build this deck. So Embolden, I guess I keep Embolden for the blue. Blue turn Timber. Like mediocre on that. Yellow Embolden, definitely don't want that. lightning cards there. 18. Definitely run the Winter's Grasp. Polar Blasts are good. You get that card draw. Ice Quake is also good. Sixteen, 18. Should have a few more block for 3s. Like, not super into Sotomaro, but I do like the card draw from Arsenal. But I don't know. I'm doubting myself. One last look at Briar. Those are all attacks. Non-attack. Blue blocks for 3. Need lightning cards. Alright. I think I've changed my mind. I think this Briar pool, it's got a lot going for it. And it might be one of the better Briar pools I've seen in my own drawing, so I think we're going to go for it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 non-attack actions. 12, 13. So where are we at? 28. How many blues we got? A lot of reds. I need a couple more blues. And 10. I think 10 blues is sufficient. Alright, I think that's 30. Might end up adding one or two of these other earth cards in there, but I think it's going to be a pretty interesting deck. The Mark of Lightning, and the Plume, putting in some work, but I'll lay this out one more time. So yeah, let me know what you think. Should I have gone Oldhim? Am I completely off base? What cards, stick out the most to you? And, curious what other people's process is when evaluating cards and making their choices for their decks. There's a lot going on. It's hard to really... Wow, that's a lot of red cards. Goes all the way in there. That's pretty hot. Cool. I feel good about that. I like laying that out. Yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. I'll post the list that I end up with, and we'll see you in the future with some gameplay with Taylor and Isaac, and we'll see who comes out on top. Thanks for watching.